Am I big or am I little? Am I a kid or am I a mommy? Well, hey everyone, my name is Kendall. I'm from Crossroads on the east side of Cincinnati, and I work in Kids Club. And I'm here today to tell you that I want your kids to see me. I want them to see me early and see me often, because I believe that that'll change the world for all of us. Well, hey, I am a mom. I have 2 kids, Ezra and Eleanor. My husband Dave and I have been married for 15 years. And before this, I was an actor. I traveled the world. And what else can I tell you? Like, my favorite store is Target. And guys, I just finished watching Stranger Things. And like, you guys, I'm not okay. So, like, all of that is pretty normal. You guys can go through that too. But if you're looking at me, you can tell right away that there's something different about me. I mean, I don't know if you can tell what it is, but I have dwarfism. I'm a little person. And what that means is that my arms and my legs didn't grow like the rest of my body did. Now, I'm going to throw some facts at you, okay? There are 200 different types of dwarfism. Mine is the most common. I have achondroplasia. So, like, you don't have to remember that word. Just think, like, Peter Dinklage, Game of Thrones, and, like, all my friends on TLC shows. So, and also, you don't have to be a little person to have a little person. So my parents were average-sized, and when I was born, like, surprise. Also, other than my size, like, I'm pretty healthy. So all of that to say, my dwarfism affects the way that I interact with the world and the way the world interacts with me. Sometimes it can be really good, like I wear kid-sized shoes, and so I pay kid-sized prices. And in general, people are really, really nice. If I ever need help, like, they're right away, helping me. And, like, there's so many other perks, but the best one was one time I was in Paris with my husband, and we were trying to buy tickets to a museum. And we were told, like, you can't buy a ticket. What? Well, we couldn't buy a ticket because we were little. And little people got in for free. So that's good. Now, sometimes being little, like, it's kind of awkward. And usually that involves kids. So if you've been around kids very long, you know that when they have something to say, they're very vocal and they don't hold back. So I work in Kids Club. Every weekend, I get all the questions, you guys. All of them. Why are you so little? Why do you look like that? Why are you fat? How old are you? How tall are you? Did you know I'm taller than you? And then we move on, and it quickly turns into like, did you know my cat had 3 kittens yesterday? Kids are great. Now, it's the parents that are with them that I feel sorry for. Parents, you guys do a really great job, but some of you, like, I can feel the tension rolling off of your body when your kid says something to me. And I want to tell you it's okay. A lot of you guys want to say, like, don't say that, don't stare, leave her alone. You want to say that, I get it. Or you want to be like this guy. I was at the airport the other day, and I was waiting to go through security. And you know how, like, security now, you have to walk through these forever lines. Like, it's like a maze. So I'm in line, and behind me, a little boy gets in line, and he sees me, and he stops. And then his dad is coming up behind him, and he's got, like, the smart cart with, like, the luggage on top and the car seat and everything, bumps into the little boy from behind and says, keep going, buddy. Well, the little boy can't move because he sees me, and hello. Well, then Dad sees me, and the rest of the trip kind of goes like this. Hey. Hey. Still here. So I'm walking. The little boy is desperate to say something, but he can't because Dad is, like, moving his body between me and his son. Now, parents, I get it. It's not rude. I get what you're trying to do. You're trying to protect my feelings from whatever might come out of your kid's mouth, so I get it. I'm a parent too, and nobody teaches you how to do these things. So I'm gonna help you out, okay? When your kid sees somebody like me, and they say something, and you're like, "Goo." Okay, instead of saying like, "Leave them alone, don't stare, come over here," because like, I can still hear you, and like, this happens all the time, so I can tell. Instead of saying those things, all you have to do is say, "Can you say hi?" And what that does is it brings me into the conversation. It brings me in together with you instead of separated apart. So that's all you gotta do. Can you say hi? Does it have to be this way though? Like, does it have to be like red carpet rolled out or like awkward situations? And I don't think so. The answer is no. You see, when kids see me, when they call me out, they're just curious, and they're looking to me to give them language for what they're seeing and what they're feeling. So, like any sane person, I put myself in Kids Club to try that out. I started serving in Oakley, actually, on Saturday nights in 3rd and 4th grade. And 3rd and 4th graders, they're the best. Like, they still laugh at your jokes, and they still talk to you, and like, this is not a barrier for them. Like, they get over it really quickly. When I went to East Side, though, with my family, I got put with the kindergartners. Let me tell you, kindergartners are terrible at hiding their emotions. So they would see me, and it would kind of go like this. So to help them out, I had to come up with this little speech. And I would start every service like this. I would say it, and you've actually heard it. It was at the beginning. I would say, "Am I big or am I little?" And they'd say, "You're little." "Am I a kid or am I a mommy?" "You're a mommy." And I'd say, "You're right. I'm a little mommy, and that's okay." And then we would move on. So I would say that so much that the kids would say, "You're a little mommy, we get it." So I want your kids to see me early and see me often because I believe that that'll change the world for all of us, and especially for my daughter, because my daughter is little like me, and I don't want her to go through what I went through. You see, not every moment is just kind of awkward, and not every person is kind.
You guys all right? You guys good? You guys done? You done? You guys done?
That's my reality. That was shot by a little person friend, but it's happened to all of us. And you never know when it's gonna happen. I was pumping gas the other day, and a man taps me on the shoulder and he says, "Ma'am, turn around." And I turn around and there's a guy filming me from his car. I'm pumping gas, and he's laughing. Or if it's not that guy, it's teenagers that take pictures of me and my family when we're out thinking that we can't tell. We can tell. We just pretend we don't see you. Or if it's not them, it's the kids that would follow me home on the way from school. And they would laugh and they would say over and over and over again, "Midget." Somebody modeled that for them. Somewhere down the line, somebody told them it's okay to treat people that way. Or worse, when they were little and they saw somebody different, they weren't given tools on how to handle it. And they still can't handle it. So I'm in Kids Club today because I know that when kids get over this, then I can speak into that. In Kids Club, I can show up and I can be there. and I can answer their questions, and I can take everything that they throw at me, and I can be there week after week after week. It costs me something. I mean, I have to color a lot. I have to learn how to play. Sometimes there's kids, they don't know anything about Jesus, but they do know everything about Fortnite. So now I'm learning about battle buses and loot and squads because I have to connect with that kid. You know, change doesn't happen overnight. It's from consistency over time, and I don't have time to wait. I'm not the smartest, I'm not the strongest, I don't have a degree, but I can use what I have to get the conversation started. And it sounds like this. I'm little, and that's okay. I'm not going anywhere. I'm staying right here. Do you know Jesus? Do you know that he's your rescuer and he loves you? And that's how you start to change the world. So if you've got something different about you, maybe it's physical, maybe it's the color of your skin, maybe it's your story or where you're from. If you've got something different about you, then your voice should be in Kids Club. These kids need to hear from you. And together, with your voice, then we can change the world for the better. Thank you.